Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Phoenix and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I don't fucking know what that was. 2022, Sam Raimi. This film sees the titular, former, Sorcerer Supreme encountering a young girl named America Chavez. With the power to travel across universes, America's existence has caught the eyes of various beings with nefarious intentions, one of whom is the Scarlet Witch. Seeking to get her kids back, Wanda tries to kidnap America to siphon her powers, but America transports her and Doctor Strange to another universe. Strange and Chavez must now find a way back to their own universe while avoiding the Scarlet Witch and her wrath. I gotta say, for some Marvel cape shit, this was a lot of fun. This was an entertaining and very flashy cape shit film. Technically, I think I was impressed with just how much of Raimi's voice managed to slip through the cracks. This very much just could have been another bland looking piece of cape shit, but this film featured quite a few Raimi-isms that made me smile. The camera in this film felt much more fluid than in other Marvel films, and there were some neat movements and angles during the action sequences. It had those very stark zooms and uncomfortable angles that Raimi is known for. As well, the editing managed some decent scares throughout. During the whole Wanda coming through the mirrors thing, and that underground sequence, it legit got me to react a little, and I was impressed. Some big, like, Evil Dead drag me to hell vibes from it. The special effects and whatnot are usually a non-factor for me in these movies now, but I gotta be really impressed with how Raimi managed to have some fun with them. There was some decent gore and horror moments in this film. Moments that were pretty hardcore by Marvel movie standards. The octopus monster at the beginning felt super Raimi, and that thing getting its eyeball pulled out was cool. It may not have looked the best, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, and I loved when Black Bolt got his brain blown up by Wanda, and when she spaghettified Mr. Fantastic. We'll get into that later, but those moments really had impact, and it looked super seamless and fucking hardcore. Danny Elfman's score in this film was good, and it added a flair that a chunk of these Marvel movies don't have now. The orchestra shifted with the tone, and the compositions were incredibly bouncy and bombastic, with cute nods to other pieces of theme music in the composition. It made for some neat fan service here and there. Oh, and the entire music note battle was so cool in terms of, like, composition. Shifting from typical strings to discordant noise based on the character and the visuals, it was so entertaining. I was really enthralled with that set piece visually as well. It was incredibly colorful and unique. Writing-wise, it loses some of that Raimi charm and delves more into typical MCU stuff. But the things I appreciated about the film are at least worth noting. Firstly, I really liked how the Scarlet Witch felt like a genuinely threatening villain. Wanda felt like a horror movie character at points, just fucking murdering everyone and everything. I mentioned the fucking Black Bolt getting his fucking brain caved in, spaghettifying Mr. Fantastic, fucking murdering Professor X. It was just so fucking good. In a genuinely captivating performance by Liz Olsen, she showed some really powerful emotions during the film. It was a mother wanting her kids to come back and not accepting reality. But I did ultimately feel that her character arc in this was just a retread of WandaVision. Like, we'd done this, and I was more impressed when we did it the first time. I thought Benedict Cumberbatch, in this film, he was charming as Doctor Strange, and he came off more likable than in Doctor Strange 1. He played off everyone well, and the ending of the film, where he flips out and he develops that third eye from the evil, spoopy Necronomicon book, that was pure Raimi. It reminded me of the end of Drag Me to Hell. It was lots of fun. He sold it well. And the new girl, I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. She was charming enough as America Chavez, but that character I really couldn't care less about. Maybe she'll be more interesting in other films. I don't know. As I've alluded to throughout this review, there are also some fun cameos in this film. Patrick Stewart showed up as Professor X, and that was fun. He seemed to be having a ball. I didn't watch Inhumans, but it was nice to see Ants and Mountain Things. Ants and Mount was good in Hell on Wheels. That's a good show. You should watch that. Anyways, also, John Krasinski, he's gonna be a good Mr. Fantastic when they get around to that movie. The fan service in this was quick, and they all got murdered by the Scarlet Witch, so it wasn't painful. It was really fun. Yeah. Anyways, in the end, I'm happy to see Raimi manage to get stuff in before the mouse took over. Spicing up the special effects and visuals for this film, Raimi elevated Doctor Strange 2 into something fun and entertaining. While writing-wise, it could have gone further, the technical elements really shine, and that's what won me over. If you're a hardcore cape shit guy, for sure check this out. If you're a Raimi fan, keep this on the radar. Throw it on one day. Yeah. And I am feeling a 6.5 out of 10 on this one. It's pretty good. Maybe a little generous. But Raimi, he got his stuff in. That's good. Catch you later, guys.